felt so betrayed and hurt, so hurt that I couldn't even speak. It just reminded me that every man was for himself, and this is the sort of game that makes you turn against each other.
One of these people is a traitor, the mole. He or she is secretly doing whatever they can to stop the others from winning money. So who is it? Perhaps it's Marc, the 25-year-old lawyer who's used to getting his own way. Or Alaina, the 21-year-old insurance advisor who's quiet but calculating. Or perhaps the traitor is Joe, the bodybuilder who's hiding his brain behind his brawn. The only way to find the mole is to watch everyone and watch them closely.
We have an assignment for you. And we have a secret destination. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to blindfold you.
We've flown all 9 contestants from Brisbane to Melbourne. It's early in the morning and none of them have a clue about what lies ahead.
When I was blindfolded, I just had no idea, obviously, what was going on. So it was just total confusion, just thinking, what are they going to do next? Where are they taking us?
I was definitely excited, and most of the time I was trying to pick where I was going. I was thinking that we're going to be somewhere totally different.
They're certainly going somewhere different. We've taken them to the 7 Network studios for the surprise of their lives. They have no idea where they are or what's about to happen.
The only thing going through my mind was, where the hell are we? What are we doing? What has he done to us this time? You know, something strange is going on here.
The studio is completely quiet, so as far as the contestants are concerned, they could be absolutely anywhere. They're disorientated and they're nervous, but all is about to be revealed.
I'm going to leave you here for a little while. We have a surprise for you. I trust you'll enjoy it. I'll see you a little later on. Goodbye.
Contestants, take off your masks. Welcome to the weakest link.
And then when I heard her voice, I went absolutely nuts. I just couldn't contain myself.
All jokes aside, I just about wet my pants. I could not believe it. I just seriously could not believe it.
This edition of The Weakest Link went to air last Monday, so many of you will know the result. What you won't know is what went on behind the scenes. And you won't know which of the contestants was tempted into cheating.
Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock.
All the money they win on The Weakest Link will go into their prize kitty, and whichever contestant wins the final round will be given a free pass to the next episode of The Mole.
Joe, leaping from a height while secured by an elasticized rope attached to the body is known as what jumping?
Parachuting.
Bungee.
In the first round, Joe got both his questions wrong.
It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Joe.
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 It's unanimous. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
After they're voted off, contestants are taken to a waiting room. What they don't know is that the waiting room is bugged with spy cameras and hidden microphones because in a little while we'll be setting a trap.
Alaina, in the abbreviation COD, what does the D stand for?
Pass.
Delivery.
Alaina was the next to go.
Alaina.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm actually thinking that the mole could be Marc at this stage. A good strategy from the mole would definitely be to keep the weaker players on to try and keep down the overall money won. I am probably one of the stronger players. Although I did get a couple of questions wrong, I still got some right.
After Pete was voted off, the whole team took a break. And this is when we set the trap.
Hi, guys.
Not good money.
One of the production assistants is carrying a yellow folder. Inside the folder are some production notes, and at the back of the folder, we've placed all the weakest link questions and answers. If they look at the back of the folder, they'll be caught cheating and we'll take their prize money away from them.
Let me just tell you, the mole is having a ball.
Then again,
The trap has been set, and if they're not honest, they'll lose everything they're now winning. Their prize pool on the weakest link is so far up to $11,400.
Goodbye.
We are trying to work as a team, but I know the mole's in there sabotaging us. I feel Thao's manipulating this quite a lot at this stage. She's not banking when she should bank, and she's getting quite offended at other people's remarks about what she's doing.
Ann-Maree, name the Australian state capital that ends with the alphabet's penultimate letter.
Canberra.
Sydney.
Looks real easy when you ain't there, but it's a whole lot different when you've got, lights, camera, action.
It's round 6, and I have good news and bad news. The good news is the 4 of you have made it this far. The bad news is you've only brought $11,400 with you. How appropriate that you're all from the series The Mole, because digging a hole and disappearing must sound very appealing. If you keep playing at this rate, you won't need to vote to remove people. They'll be begging to leave.
Next to leave was David. In a commercial break, the final 3 try to relax.
This is driving me nuts. Absolutely nuts. We get down this far. 3 of us, good friends.
There's loyalty somewhere.
Look, dudes.
And if it's split...
If it's going to come down to that, and I'll be honest with you, I'd rather face Thao than you in the last round.
You can't stand there and say, let's do it for the team, because right at the beginning when I answered every single question right, you voted me. So obviously, there's a flaw in your argument.
I think you've got your own agenda. I just think loyalty has...
I've got my own agenda, all right. I want that goddamn free pass.
But the free pass and the money they're winning could be in jeopardy.
It was like that everything I've been dreaming of just lying on my couch. Yeah. Then I realised,
you're stuck in this.
It's Joe who's picked up the yellow folder.
Because of the signature.
Better think on humanity. We are the world. Do it. Do it.
Joe's put the folder down, but they're not yet out of danger.
I said you were
Mum, they treat me badly, Mum.
It's just got time to be on it.
Alaina now has the folder, but she too puts it down. It's Marc who notices a tab inside the folder labelled Q&A.
I don't know, it's just the schedule.
They've seen the questions and answers, but did they actually cheat?
It's time to reveal the weakest link.
Marc.
Marc.
Robert, Thao did worse than Marc. Why are you removing him?
Marc's too much of a threat to me. I want that free pass. I play my hand now.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I think it would be naive to sit here and say that everyone was in it for the team. Everyone was in it for themselves, and whatever way they could get to that free exemption, I think they were prepared to do it.
In the final round, it was Bob who won. They won $14,100, the lowest amount ever won on the weakest link. And Bob has won a free pass to the next episode of The Mole.
Robert, congratulations. Thao, commiserations. Have you enjoyed your day?
Yeah, had a ball.
Good. It's not over yet. Come with me.
They'll only win the money, and Bob will only get his free pass if no one has cheated. It's time to find out.
We deliberately placed some production notes in here. We also put a camera in the ceiling there.
I knew it.
In the speaker there.
Right.
The production notes were picked up and they were looked at.
None of the contestants know that they've been secretly filmed and that they could lose their prize money.
Who took it out?
Robert, would you care to let your friends know who won?
I won.
Good work.
You did well.
What was the final figure?
We got 14,100.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
That's all we got. Lowest score ever on that shadow.
On the history of the weakest link.
We got the
And
lowest.
Robert, who got the exemption?
As far as I know, I did.
There's got to be a catch.
Well, we have a piece of business to take care of. In your contracts, which you signed before the show, it stated specifically that you would not read or divulge any information regarding production notes or anything else that would aid you in completing an assignment. You all recall that?
Yep.
Yes.
We deliberately placed some production notes in here. We also put a camera in the ceiling there,
I knew it.
in the speaker there,
That's right.
and a microphone in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Production notes were picked up. And they were looked at. However, we think that you didn't communicate the information to anyone else and you didn't aid anyone still in the game with that information.
Certainly not.
So therefore, the money stands, the exemption stands. Congratulations.
Good for that. Those things. Thank you.
I just closed it. I said no.
Good work. All right. I'm sorry I had to do it to you like this.
Okay.
One day you'll understand my reasons why I did it. Forget wanting that free
Why don't you
pass.
tell us now, Robert, instead of the one day?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to do something to impress my kids.
Good on you, mate.
All right.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Bobby. Good on you.
And that's the reason why I am so happy that Robert was the one that won.
It's all right, Bobby. It's all right, room, mate.
It's a pretty good reason.
Yeah, it's a great reason, and I would so
his roomie.
give it up. I'm so happy that it turned out that way. Cause,
Go, Rambo.
Yeah.
That's it, Bobby, mate. It's all right, son.
Your kids will be really proud of you, Bob.
Come on, mate. That's it, mate.
Excellent.
All right.
That's it. Your check.
Go, Big Daddy.
Go, Big Daddy. You rock.
We showed him, mate.
Weakest link champion,
All right,
yeah.
Wish my kids could turn around and say that did something.
Yeah, you did. You killed it.
Since it's obviously been an emotional and a long day for you all,
As it ever.
little present, we'll round that figure up to $15,000.
Oh, yeah.
$15,000 for the assignment. It brings their kitty up to $43,000. The next morning, they could win another $5,000. Your assignment is to collect $300 for charity.